This is the part 1 of the story titled Dedicated to the Village Altar. This is Mr. Mado and his wife Ada. Ada means the first female child in a family, and according to her name, she is actually the first female child in her family married to Mr. Mado. Mr. Mado was ready to go to work, but it was raining heavily. While Mr. Mado was waiting for the rain to subside, he was watching his wife doing something that has no meaning. She was pouring water into a bowl through a sieve. While she was doing that, she was so mean doing it. Mr. Mado could not make anything out of it, so he ignored her and decided to lie back to get some rest while waiting for the rain to subside. He slept off and had a dream. In that dream, he saw a group of women came to his house in the village to give him the last warning. According to the women, that they are giving him the last warning to bring back their Ada back to them, since he has refused to obey the dedication that governs all the Ada of that village. According to the women, every Ada born in that village must assemble in that village every full moon to be part of the ritual of Omoada. After the warning from the woman, he woke up from the sleep. When he woke up, anger came upon him from nowhere. He rushed and snatched the cup of water away from the wife and carried the bowl to go and pour away the water. It was when he went outside to pour away the water that he realized that the rain has stopped. And we were meant to understand that after Mr. Mado married Ada and brought her to the city, Ada has been behaving strangely. The following day, we saw Ada seated outside and something strange happened. A woman visited her. The women from Ada's village, they have this witchcraft power that can enable them to appear and disappear, and with that, they can travel as far as they want. The other women gathered and sent out one of them to go to the city to communicate to Ada the importance of coming back home for the ritual. Her visit was a strange one. The woman was still standing there when Mr. Mado came out to talk to Ada. He was talking to Ada, but Ada was not responding. He turned and looked at the direction Ada was looking, but he saw nobody. As this was going on, the woman disappeared. As soon as the woman disappeared, Ada stood up, walking directly to the door, and the husband shifted aside. She moved inside, leaving the husband confused, not knowing what was going on. The worst part of it was that Ada could not say a word to him for him to understand what was happening to her. Would I say that it is only in Africa? Maybe or maybe not. I know that marriage is beyond what ordinary eyes can see. A lot of men are in this same condition Mado found himself today. But let's continue. The next thing we saw, Ada came outside the house with her bag going away, but the husband could not let her walk away. He had to go after her. He collected her bag from her and sent it inside. But before he could come outside the house, Ada has walked away. He searched everywhere but could not find her. Then he rushed outside the compound looking for her. Within a short time, we saw Mr. Mado and Ada coming into the compound. Looking at Ada, everything about her has changed completely. It seems that every day her situation keeps getting worse. Thank God that Mr. Mado found her and brought her back home. In the dream, Mr. Mado saw the same woman that appears to Ada all the time, taking her away. The woman was walking while Ada was walking behind her. The next person we saw was Mr. Mado. He rushed to stop Ada from behind and took her away. After that dream, Mr. Mado woke up and found Ada arranging her clothes inside a bag, like someone who wants to travel. He stopped her from packing her belongings and pushed the bag aside. After that, he carried her in his arms, consoling her because it was so obvious to him that what she has been passing through was not ordinary and she has no control over those things. The next day, we saw Ada outside seated and she was totally in tears. When Mr. Mado came out, he was shocked to see Ada in tears. He quickly walked towards her and held her in consolation, asking her to talk to him to tell him what happened. It was as if something left Ada. She started talking and was explaining to her husband, Mr. Mado, what has been happening to her. She started by telling Mr. Mado, her husband, what happened to her some days ago. She was standing on the clothesline arranging clothes when that same woman appeared to her and transferred some forces, some powers into her. She did that through her eyes, and since then, everything about her changed. She told the husband that she was responsible for the rainfall that fell the day he was waiting for the rain to stop. She did that through the power that was given to her, that when she was pouring the water into the bowl through a sieve, it was actually reflecting the rain outside. She told Mr. Madu that she has never been herself after that woman visited, and pleaded with him to help her, that the woman has been calling her to come back to the village, that she hears the voice of the woman every day and every night, calling her to come back to the village for the ritual of Omada. Mr. Madu, being totally confused about the whole situation, held his wife Ada close to his chest, thinking about what to do, whether to send the wife to the village to join the ritual or to ignore the call. We can see that Ada is totally helpless, and everything lies on Mr. Madu. Decision lies on Mr. Madu to take. Now, what do we advise Mr. Madu to do in this situation? To send Ada to the village to join the ritual, or what do we advise him to do in this situation? Drop your advice in the comment section, and please share this video so that others out there will learn from this story. As I see you on Friday with the part 2 and the conclusion of the story. Don't forget, this is House of the Sons Global. Bye for now.